think you do.
You have too many masters.
I love it all. I absolutely love it all. And what hurts me is like there's other game
You
systems.
asked me about 30K, and I don't know. I would have to think about it. I definitely would say Blood Angels. But then I thought to myself, I was like, the thing that I like about the Blood Angels is the story arc. Like, I love that they are driven mad with rage over Sanguinius' death. Like,
So why I want to get into 30K is because that is my rule set. That's the game I love. That's the game I played for years and years and years up until 8th edition. It's the same game. And I love it. And I want to play those rules. My problem with 30K is that it's the backstory to the setting that I love. It's not the setting that I love. I don't want to play Space Marines versus Space Marines.
There's a lot of Space Marines versus Space Marines.
What I want is I want our armies to get data sheets that work in that system. And if Games Workshop wasn't a bunch of money-grubbing clowns, that wouldn't be such a hard request, but they are money-grubbing clowns. And thus, we're not getting that.
Thus.
Is this our segue into the game?
I think we did a good job.
I don't know.
I like that we always arrive naturally to the point where we're just...
I cannot stand YouTube introductions. Hey, everybody. I'm this guy, and you're that guy. Today, in this video, we're going to...
do a backflip.
You will never hear me say, except for right now, you will never hear me say in a video, without further ado. I will not say it. I won't. Because every buster making videos on YouTube has got to say, without further ado, and that is not me. But here we are on the table. What is the table? What is this place? It's ruined. People lived here once, or worked here once, or probably worshipped here once. But then it was smashed. By what force? Who knows? There's factions upon factions. The universe is a big place. But across the river, outside of the ruins, is the foothills to maybe some mountains, or maybe it's just one small hill that doesn't go much anywhere. But this is the place we're playing today. I wish I knew why. But here we are with the forces of Nurgle. Nurgle Demons. I need more light. Mutoid Vermin, Plague Bearers, 2 Beasts of Nurgle, the Demon Prince, the Bloat Drone, and Chet, the Great Unclean One, who is bringing the endless gift that gives him a 5-up Feel No Pain and a 4-up Feel No Pain inside his Shadow of Chaos.
That's brutal. That's brutal. Brutality.
Aeldar, Falcon Grav Tank. 5 Dire Avengers, 5 Dire Avengers, Guardians, Rangers, Amelin Shadow Guide rocking the Illic Night Spear rules, Eldrad with just 2 Warlocks. That's only half as scary. The Death Jester, who is a legitimate problem. He's trouble.
Well, right. It was like, bring 2 more Warlocks or bring the Death Jester. And the Death Jester's a lot more fun.
The Death Jester is trouble. He needs to die early. And then the Wraith Lord, again, always in the game. So, Nurgle Demons versus Eldar, and now we draw cards. The game today is this deployment zone. The Farseer won the roll-off. We'll see what he chooses. Burn and Pillage, we are going to put objectives down, and we're going to burn them. Double or nothing, we roll the dice, we got nothing. Now we have to put objectives down. So the objectives have gone down. The Eldar have 1 in the back, 1 in the ruin, and 1 in the church ruin. And then Nurgle has 1 on the bridge right at the halfway line. 1 in the river close to it, and then 1 here back behind the mountain. How is this game scored? We burn each other's objectives down.
First one to do it wins.
Okay. And the other have begun to deploy already.
Are we going to go varying game length, probably?
And this is, we could roll for that too.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, on 1, 2, 3, we're going to end it in 5 turns. And on a 4, 5, 6, we'll do varying game length. Would you like to roll that dice? 1, 2, or 3, 5 turns. But it's a 4. We're going to go potentially to 7. Now we will deploy. Deployment has happened, and we were talking and laughing since we got together today, but all of a sudden it's quiet and we're serious. Oh, wow.
A lot of thinking going on.
A lot of thinking going on. Nurgle is here. We have the big Nurgle footprint in the center of the table, and they mean to go forward. I thought about leaving everybody in deep strike and trying to be cagey about it. I'm not that guy. We're just gonna go get
You're
it.
not that fucking guy, buddy. I'm
So-
sorry. I have to not.
Watch your language, young man.
You're not that guy, buddy.
She gives everybody around her stealth. He gives everybody around them a 6-up feel no pain. He has a 5-up feel no pain. Their toughness 5. She's toughness 10, I think. He's toughness 12. Let's see what we can do getting forward. The bloat drone's here behind the building. I put the vermin back here just to deny some deep strike, but there is no deep strike. But there's shenanigans. Eldar are already always up to something, so this is my backfield. And then I've left it to Beast of Nurgle and Deep Strike. The Falcon with 1 unit of Dire Avengers is here. The Guardians are behind that ruin with Eldrad and the Warlocks. And then both units of Snipers and the Wraith Lord are here in the building. This is the game. I need to get to your deployment zone and burn your stuff. Strands of Fate are rolled. 2s, lots of 2s and 3s.
Yeah, not great.
There's some rule where you can re-roll those, right?
Well, so I can like shed 1 total, you know? Like I could go like this, and then I could re-roll all of these, right?
This will be the first time I've ever seen you do that.
Well, because normally I have more Farseers on the table.
And you can turn stuff to 6s.
That's better though.
Yeah, that is better.
4 6s is cool.
So Strands of Fate are rolled. And now we need to see who's going to go first. Who is going to go first? I hope it's me.
I got a 6.
I got a 5. You go first.
Yes.
Eldar, turn 1. The disgusting Eldari have moved. The Wraith Lord came forward because he never cares. But the Warlocks, Eldrad, and the Guardians swooped around this building to get away from the Plague Spitters on the Bloat Drone and enjoy the obscuring terrain. The Snipers all stayed secure in their perch. The big move is the Falcon shifted over this way and is eyeing up the monsters on the other side of the river. Tell me what you're doing.
Let's go 10 Rangers.
The Rangers, all of them, plus Illic looking down at the Demon Prince. But wait, she's going to throw a command point in the bucket and play Demonic Invulnerability. She will re-roll her invulnerable saves of 1. Hit almost every time.
And I'm an elf. Look at that. 10 hits.
10 hits. I am toughness. Toughness 11.
Wow.
Nurgle.
We want 6s.
6s.
Not 1.
Not a 1, but Illic still has to fire.
Well, but because of Illic, I re-roll.
Oh, yeah! Because Illic is quite literally the best unit in the game. Did you see when Auspex Tactics did best units in 40k, and the Rangers and Illics were like in the #1 spot?
Good, because
Look at
there's
all
4
that.
wounds at -1 for 2 damage each.
Where is she? She's got a 2-up save. So -1 is a 3-up is what she needs. We want 3s. So 1 goes through, that's her 2 damage.
Yep.
And we want 6s. So she takes 2, and she will go down to 8 wounds.
Illic wants 2.
He hits.
And then I'm going to use Strand of Fate dice to wound her devastating wounds. -3 for straight 3 damage.
All right, well, the devastating wounds, I cannot say because they're devastating. So I need 6 feel no pains, and I don't get any. She goes down to 5.
Dire Avengers in this house shooting out of the door. I don't think there'll be more than 2 or 3.
I'll give you 2 because it's a doorway.
Yeah.
Works just like a window, right?
Right.
2 Dire Avengers shooting out the door.
Want
3.
And those are lethal hits.
Of course they are.
And I am an elf.
That's a lethal hit too.
And then I want 6s. But I'm an elf. So there's 3 wounds at -1 for 1 damage.
3s. Oh no, for 1 damage, 6s. She goes down to 3, just like that. She's getting beat up.
We're going to shoot the Falcon Grav Tank at her.
Of course.
So we're going to start with the Shuriken Cannon. Wants 3s. And I'm an elf. And then I am Strength 6.
And toughness 11. 5s.
It's better than 6s. Then, the Pulse Laser. that hit you on 3s. Is that a command reroll?
Is it?
I don't know. I'd really like her to die. It's not though. Strength 9,
Toughness
toughness 11
11.
is going to be 5s still, which is just brutal. There's a wound at -2 for D6.
-2 is force. No!
For D6. 3.
She has 6 up feeling no pains. I haven't taken her into vulnerable save yet. She makes 2. She's got 2 wounds left.
Alright, well, we still got the bright ways to go. I still have my, because I'm an elf, reroll to wound.
Mm-hmm.
I already used the hit, though.
Okay.
So the Bright Lance wants to hit you on a 3.
Command point in the bucket.
There's the command reroll for a hit. Bright Lances are strength 12.
I am toughness 11.
I want a 3. But I'm an elf.
But you're an elf.
There's a wound at -3 for D6 plus 2.
Alright, so I still haven't had to use that invulnerable save. And if I had that command point, I could reroll that dice, but no, that's for D6 plus 2?
D6 plus 2.
Alright, roll your D6.
3 damage.
She dies. I'm bummed out about my command point. But there she goes. She's left the table. The Aeldari have scored first blood. Well, you going through the hole?
I want to.
Yeah, but that's totally obscuring terrain.
No, I know, but like, look at it.
I know, but before the obscuring terrain existed, I used to love taking shots through the hole in the wall. But obscuring terrain does exist now.
I just wanted you to see it.
I'm so bummed out about my demon prince, though. That makes me sad. I'm a buster.
That is my turn, though.
That is the turn. So now I gotta think about what I'm doing, because all of a sudden I'm not half as strong as I was. I really want my beast of Nurgle to come into play. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do. The river is always difficult. But is it dangerous? On a 4, 5, or 6, it is. It is. That is some dangerous water. If you would advance or charge through it, you gotta roll a dice. On a 1, you take a mortal wound. Is it a mortal wound, or do you lose the model? Let's find that out, too. On a 1, 2, or 3, you take a mortal wound, and on a 4, 5, or 6, you lose the model. You take a mortal wound.
Okay.
Now we're going. I've made my move. Here's what's happened. These bugs stayed put. The bloat drone tucked against that table edge a little bit for its own safety. The Great Unclean One pushed up against the wall, but he's not touching it. He's still enjoying the obscuring cover and inviting the Wraith Lord to come fight him. And then for a command point, I took the
oh my gosh, what a
off
coward.
the table, and they will deep strike next turn. I know that the Great Unclean One is now at the mercy of the shooting of the Falcon and the charging of the Wraith Lord. We'll see how tough he really is. That's my turn. Turn 1's over. Going into Eldar turn 2.
That's your turn 1?
That's my turn 1. I don't have any shooting. Not yet, anyway. You like that?
No.
Am I a fool?
A little bit.
So moving up with everybody, the Demon Prince, the Plague Bearers, it was one big blob. That was nice, but without the Demon Prince, it's not half as nice. Because she was...
Oh, you put him in deep strike.
Yes.
I was like, where did the Plague Bearers go?
So on turn 2, I can have 3 units come down, and we'll see what happens. And one of them's going to land right here because it's completely undefended. Craft World Eldar, turn 2, movement phase, has happened. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Do you love it?
No, I don't.
The Grav tank went back over the river to hold its objective.
After a successful assassination.
The Demon Prince was indeed assassinated.
Everything went according to plan there, and the Falcon, as far as I'm concerned, he gets a gold star too.
He wins the day. The bulk of the Aeldari infantry is here. We have the snipers in the house, and then the Guardians and the Warlocks in front of the house. And then the Wraith Lord would like to take a bold charge through the river into the Great Unclean One. He'll be -2 in the water, but it is totally possible. Do you have shooting?
Not really.
Because the Great Unclean One, the biggest model in our collection currently, is still obscured.
He's smaller than the Knight.
You're right, he is smaller than the Knight, but not much.
We're going to do that after, by the way.
Great Unclean One versus a Knight?
Yeah. Look at how bloated he is.
But by bloated, you mean beautiful? So there isn't any shooting happening?
I mean, I can't really shoot at your one model that you've hidden in the river behind.
I know, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the charge phase. Are you going to charge into the water?
I think I mean, I feel like I must.
You must.
Otherwise, we've just spent 2 turns doing nothing.
We're not doing anything. We're positioning.
Is it 10-inch charge?
Is it 10-inch charge? You're right. You can do it. You can do it. Worse than a half inch, you take a mortal wound.
10 inches?
10-inch charge. You can do it.
All right. Well, let's try.
10 inches makes it. Do you take a mortal wound?
Do I take a mortal wound?
You do not. With a 10-inch charge, the Wraith Lord is going to get engaged with the Great Unclean One. Here it is. All the wars, all the hammers.
We're going to go with the sweep.
All right, tell me about the sweep.
The sweep attack instead of the strike attack.
You're going to hit me on 3s?
We get 8 attacks that are hitting you on 4s. It's strength 7 for -2 for 2.
Okay, hit me.
So I want 4s. Well, that's terrible, but I'm an elf.
There you go. I am toughness 12.
And then toughness 12, strength 7 is going to be 5s. Who can count this dice?
You do well, though. You get 4 of them.
And I'm an elf.
You get 5 of them.
And those are -2 for 2 each.
You can't ask for more than that.
No, not at all. That went just about as well.
So first, the Great Unclean One wants 4s. He takes 1 wound. There's a 2 each.
Yep.
There's a 4 up, feeling pain. Can't count that dice, though. There it is. He takes a wound. You've done 1 wound to the Wraith Knight. Can I have a D&D, a D20, please?
A D20? Oh, no.
Because he has 19 wounds left.
That is brutal. Fine.
19 wounds left on Chet, the Demon Prince of Nurgle. Now Chet gets to fight back.
He's not just a demon.
No, he is Chet.
He's a great unclean one.
We are going to hit you in melee with the Doomsday Bell.
That sounds scary.
It's a utility item that brings plague bearers back, and we put it on him because he's cool. So Chet, the Great Unclean One, swings the Doomsday Bell. He hits on 2s, and he then at strength 7. Oh, he's got lethal hits, so those just wound. And then
toughness 11, but -1 or something.
You are toughness 11. No, I have to do that in the command phase. I point at a unit and make them -1 toughness. So we'll do that next turn. So at strength 7, toughness 11, I want 5s. There's 2 more wounds on your Wraith Lord, and those are at AP 1 for 2 damage each.
AP 1 kicks me down to 3s. Let's just get rid of 1.
All right, Strands of Fate makes a save.
And I make 2 more for how many each?
Those are 2 damage.
That's 2 wounds, bring me down to 8.
So I've won that combat by 1 wound. Then you have to take a leadership test. You might run off the table.
I don't think that's how that works anymore.
Oh, don't you miss it, though?
Yeah.
Dude, Battle Shock is dumb. Morale checks were great.
Morale checks were scary sometimes.
Do you remember when you had a unit and it was just running away and you were like, come on, guys, regroup? And they wouldn't regroup. They just kept running.
They were like, no, and now we're running away. Yeah, they would be so afraid.
So we go into my turn 2 then, because that's that for your turn. I have a bunch of deep strikers to bring in or not. What am I going to do? I don't actually know. Let's figure it out. Nurgle has moved.
I kind of want to spend a command point.
What do you want to spend the command point on?
I want to play that Phantasm stratagem where I just get to move.
You going to run away with one of these guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Who are you going to run away with? The Death Jester or the Rangers?
Probably the Rangers.
The Rangers want to run away?
Oh, they're on the objective.
They are on the objective, and then I'll have 2 chances to run into the Death Jester. And I wonder if a Beast of Nurgle can kill a Death Jester in close combat. All right, so 2 command points are going in the bucket. Then you got 1 for the Rangers are going to peace out.
Yeah.
They got to go 5 inches down, 2 inches over. I don't even know if you're getting them out of the building. You'll get your 2 inches, though.
They're going to get 2 inches further away, though.
And then the Death Jester is going to overwatch the Beast of Nurgle.
Yeah.
All right, here it comes. So it's sorted out. Here's what's happened. The vermin started moving towards going up the mountain. The Plague Bearers arrived again. They're going to try to lend a hand to this combat that the Great Unclean One is stuck in. He could be stuck here all day, or maybe we'll just finish this guy. The drone shifted over because he's not doing anything over there. I can't get a shot on anything, so he came over here to be obscured and come over here in the next turn. That ship there that says he advanced is supposed to be behind him, but it's not moved. The Beast of Nurgles came in. They deep striked 9 inches away from the Death Jester and the Rangers. The Rangers played Phantasm to peace out. Now that charge would be a 10 or 11 inch charge. And then the Death Jester played another command point, and he's going to overwatch which Beast of Nurgle? The Death Jester shooting at Trog, the Beast of Nurgle, who is the closer Beast of Nurgle. Trog is toughness 9 with a 5-up invulnerable save and 7 wounds. And he's gonna play demonic invulnerability, so he will re-roll his saves of 1.
I've hit you one time with the Strain of Fate.
Of course.
And then I'm going to use my enhancement to treat one of these as an unmodified roll of 6.
So I've seen that play before.
I've hit you 2 times.
I'm getting real used to it.
I'm getting used to this one. With my sustained hits 3. And then I'm strength 6, so it'll still be 5s though. Right?
Toughness 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. That could do it.
I'm gonna,
All right, 4 wounds have gone through.
those are going to be -1 for 2 damage each.
I have played demonic invulnerability. So first I need to roll 5s. I get 2. I can re-roll that. So he
You only
takes
needed to get 1,
he takes 2 wounds, and then at the end of the phase he gets all of them back.
which was frustrating.
It costs us each a command point, so that's fine.
Well, it cost me 2.
Now we are into the shooting phase.
Yeah.
He is stuck in combat and can't shoot. He is out of range with his plague spitters. They don't have guns. They don't have guns. That's my shooting phase.
Nice.
Charge
This is
phase.
where it gets scary again.
First, we're going to send the plague bearers into the Wraith Lord. And on an 8, they make it in. We'll move them in a second.
Because over here,
Because this is the important one. You say Nathan's 10 inches
from,
to the Death Jester.
I believe so, yes.
If he's 10 inches from both, then I'm going to send Nathan into the Rangers. I need a 10 for Nathan. Nathan gets a 9. That's a bummer. I don't have a command point. Yeah. Tell me he does it on a 9.
No way.
What about the other guys? No way?
Nobody.
That's a bummer. I would love to go tag you. But, oh well.
You're an inch short.
Here it is. Trog into the Death Jester. He needs the same 9. He gets Snake Eyes. And so the Beast of Nurgle, they're going to hang out in the back. They're going to draw some fire. We'll see how they do.
They're scary.
But I have to move these men. After the charge, it looks like this. The Plague Bearers will swing first. So we're starting with the Plague Bearers. Lord Tralfaz is leading the unit, so they critical hit on 5s with their lethal hit swords. We want to first hit you with our Plague Swords that hit on 3s. We do well.
Ouch.
Those have all wounded already. That's amazing.
That's brutal.
That is brutal. These wound you at strength 4 on 6s. No wound there. And then Lord Tralfaz, the last of his name, he's going to hit you on 3s with 3 criticals. And then he's going to wound you on a 6. So these are AP 2 for 2, and these are AP 1 for 1.
That's brutal.
You like that?
No.
That's the first time I've ever got the whole unit off.
Well, don't say it like that.
Not everything needs to be a sex joke, you know. Sometimes the unit's just getting off their combat. I've gotten all of my attacks off. Isn't that great?
How many wounds there?
These are -2. There's 3 of them. And then there are 11 at -1. -2 for 2, -1 for 1.
9, 10, 11. Right, here we go. I want 3.
These are the ones?
Yes. And we do well. We take 2 wounds.
Take 2 wounds. And then these are -2 for 2. You're down to 6. Theoretically, this could do it.
-2 for 2. There's going to be 4s. And we'll just go ahead and save 1.
All right, so he will live no matter what.
And I want 4s.
He will live on 2 wounds. Oh, the command point, do it!
I get to fight next.
You do get to fight next.
I'd really like to keep you tied up even after that demon swings. We'll save it.
All right, 2 wounds left on the Wraith Lord, but it's his turn to swing. Are you swinging at the Plague Bearers or at the Great Unclean One?
Probably at the Plague Bearers.
Because the Great Unclean One is too much man for you?
He's just so tough.
Go ahead and say it. He's the alpha, the Wraith Lord. He's the beta. He's the one that carries the Great Unclean One's books in the hallway. The Great Unclean One shows up to school and he grabs the Wraith Lord by the collar and he says, "Carry my books, wiener." And then the Wraith Lord carries his books down the hallway because he's not going to talk any shit at all.
We're gonna wipe those plague bears.
All right.
And then we're gonna turn right back around and smack that Great Unclean One.
The plague bears are toughness 5, 2 wounds each, 5 up invulnerable save.
Oh, I've hit you a lot of times.
The plague bears got hit a bunch.
5 times.
5 hits. Toughness 5, I just said,
I
right?
want 3s.
Oh no.
Those are -2 for 2 each.
These are 5 up invulnerable saves. So we did 2 each. I lose a plague bear. And it's got to be you, sir.
The Wraith Lord is not having a hot day in combat.
Now it is time. Look who he's fighting. But he's fighting Chet. Dude, Chet says no. You're not winning in my shadow of chaos. And now Chet will swing with his doomsday bow.
This is gonna be tough.
Chet is going to hit you on 2s. Chet hit every time, and these 2 are lethal hits. Those have already wounded. Now he's going to wound you on 5s. There are 3 wounds from Chet at -1 for 2 damage each.
At -1 for 2 damage each is gonna be 3s.
Die.
There's that command.
Oh, here it comes.
Because he needs to make this one.
He dies.
Does he blow up?
Does he blow
He
up?
does not.
So, I have destroyed a model with this weapon, and the reverberating summons brings my dead plague bearer back to the table.
Sweet.
Sweet. Nurgle. I'm not doing very well taking your objectives, but Nurgle's super fun. That happened in your turn 2.
No, that happened in your turn too.
You charged me. No, wait, I didn't. That was last turn. That totally was my turn 2. Mm-hmm. My turn 2 is over now.
My turn 3.
Your turn 3 begins, where my Beast and Nurgle are kind of out to dry, but I'm having a great time over here in the middle. In Eldar turn 3, and I get a command point. Eldrad dooming Nathan, and it goes off. Nathan is now doomed. The Eldar, everybody turned around to face the Beast or Nurgle. That's how much respect a Beast or Nurgle gets in my house.
They have a great rule where if they don't, you can't chip away at them, you have to kill them.
Well, all of the small arms on the table seem to be going into the Beast or Nurgle, but the Grav Tank shifted over here and is eyeing up the backside of the Great Unclean One, who is no longer in combat and will face that shooting. And he is doomed. No, wait, the Beast and Nurgles are doomed. Nathan is doomed. Why do you hate Nathan? This is the clown face, isn't it?
He doesn't look as cool as the other one.
Why do you hate clowns? They just want to make you happy.
The creepy.
Who's shooting first?
Let's do the Rangers at Nathan.
Rangers at Nathan. All right.
Got 1, 2.
Hits a bunch, almost every time. Every time.
And then
Clown is 9.
6s,
Sixes.
yeah.
No, you're going to be doing 5s.
5. Look at all that. Those are wounds.
There's 4 of them? 5 of them.
Well, but then I re-roll the wound
Because you're...
Gillick
Yes, because he's the best character in the game.
Squad.
7 of them.
7 at -1 for 2 damage each.
5s. There we go. They're 2 damage each. Yep. He takes 4. And that's going to bring him down to 3 to go.
Illick is going to hit you on a 2.
He can do it himself. He hits.
He's going to wound you. Strength 6
Toughness 9.
is going to be a 5 still. Or no, it's going to be a 4.
Because I'm doomed.
Because you're doomed. And it's not ×2. Right? Because it'd be a 5 normally, but you're doomed, so it'll be a 4.
Yes.
There we go. And I am an elf.
Here we go, Elf. But he still doesn't manage it.
Still can't do it.
Who else is shooting?
That was a bummer, man. We're going to go with the Dire Avengers.
Dire Avengers on Nathan?
On Nathan.
Dire Avengers on Nathan. He's going to live.
Son
Here we go. These Dire Avengers. Nathan has 3 wounds left. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. What is all the 1s and 2s? Oh my god.
I know, right? These are lethal hits, though.
So we've been wounded twice already.
I'm enough.
That one hits as well. There's another lethal hit.
These.
Lots of misses, though. That's wild.
A lot of misses, yeah. What's up, guys? And then I want 5s because you're doomed. And I'm an elf. So it's going to be 5 all day at -1 for 1 damage each.
5 all day, 3 to go, 5s and 6s.
Damn.
Takes 2 wounds. Nathan has 1 left.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Damn.
Eldrad's unit is going to split their fire. We're going to go with the Wizards on Trog. Eldrad's going to go on Nathan.
All right.
Here's the Wizards on Trog. 2d6 for 7 hits.
7 hits. I am toughness 9.
I am strength 5. That'll be 5s.
5s.
And I'm an elf. So just 1 at -1 for 2 damage.
2 damage?
-1 for 1, sorry.
1 damage. I need a... Oh, there's 2 of them, though?
Yes.
So I take 1 damage. He's down to 6. Nathan has 1. Trog has 6.
And then Eldrad on Nathan.
It's funny.
He's got a shuriken pistol.
Shuriken pistol on Nathan.
He's going to hit you on a 2.
He hits.
I am strength 4.
You're going to wound on a 5 because I'm doomed. No wound.
I'm an elf. There's a wound at -1 for 1 damage.
He's fine.
And then I have a Mind War power.
Which is anti-infantry, right?
It is anti-character, precision psychic.
What's the strength on it?
5.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit you on a 2.
You hit.
Strength 5.
Toughest 9.
Is 5, but it's a 4 because you're doomed. At -2 for d6.
All right. I need that 5. No. Is it time for a command point? No. Anyway, he dies anyway.
I kind of quick. I apologize.
That's right. Go ahead and pull Nathan because I wanted to save this to Demonic Invulnerability, the Great Unclean One. So Nathan's got to leave the table. Sorry, Nathan. That's what you get for blowing your charge.
Okay. So now we've done Rangers, Dire Avengers, Eldrad. We've got Guardians, Death Jester to take 6 more wounds off of Trog.
Who's next?
Here we go with the Guardians.
Guardians into Trog.
3s. I'm an elf.
Hit well. 6s. One of them.
I'm an elf.
5. Down to 5 wounds. Can a Death Jester take 5 wounds off a Beast and Nurgle? It's going to be so cool if he can't.
It's going to be unbelievable.
It's going to be hysterical and I'm going to love it.
And I'm going to hate every second of it because I flew that Falcon away with the thought of, I was like, I think I got enough gun over here for 2 pieces of Nurgle.
You might. You still... The Death Jester's been so good so far. If anybody can do it, it's him.
We're going to do...
A Strand of Fate, so you hit 4 times.
Well, let's take a look at it, right? Let's take a look at his...
And
Because he's got 2 other things he can do with his gun.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe they're better. Ignore cover, precision, sustain hits 3. None of that is...
Sustained hits 3 is the one.
Yeah, because I want to do devastating wounds.
So you've already hit 4 times. And then you're going to throw a dice, and whichever one misses, you're going to turn into a 6. So there's going to be 8 hits.
All right, so we're going to use the Strand of Fate dice.
Yes.
And we're going to go... we want to hit you on 2s. And then I'm going to use to treat this as a...
Yes, of course.
So there we go. Everything hits.
Everything hits. So now there's
Everything
12
explodes
hits.
for sustained hits 3. 12 hits.
It's absurd. He is one of the more absurd things in 40K, I think.
9, 12.
Like when people are like, "Oh, Eldar, we don't like them." This is it.
This is why. This is why. Strength 6
Toughness 9.
is still 5s.
5s. Tons of them.
These are devastating wounds. These are wounds.
So these are 4 wounds I can't save right here.
And I am an elf.
So I need to make 4
-1 for 2 damage each.
because the devastating wounds takes me down to 1. Because I can't do anything about devastating wounds.
2 damage each, yep.
So I need...
Do you have 5 left? Yeah, because the...
Yes, I need to make 4 or 5 up saves right now or I'll lose my guy. Oh, he's gone. You've managed to kill both Beast and Nurgle with just about every gun in your army.
Oh yeah, I only have 1 more bit of shooting.
And it's the tank over here on the Great Unclean one.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend a command point on Demonic Invulnerability, so he will reroll 1s on his invulnerable save.
I am going to start with the shuriken cannon. Maybe on 3s. 1 explosion.
Mm-hmm. Toughness 12.
So that's 2 hits, 1 6s, 1 wound, at -1 for 2 damage.
All right, that is going to be my 4 up invulnerable save. And so it's 2 damage. That's going to be my 4 up, feel no pain. I take a wound down to 18.
So tough. He's so tough.
He's great. I love him.
Here's the pulse laser. 1 3s.
Hit 3 times.
Strength 9.
Toughness 12.
1 5s. I am an elf. I've wounded you 2 times at minus good.
It's 4s. And I 1 goes through. I can't do anything about it.
D6.
D6, hit me. For 6. Oh, the Farseer's feeling it. And I'm feeling my 4. I feel no pain. I take 3 more. Down to 15.
Oh, it's so brutal. There's still a whole Land Raider over there.
Oh, he's tougher than a Land Raider.
He's tough. He's
The
tough.
Land Raider does not have an invulnerable save, nor does it have a feel no pain.
He's brutal, man.
He's brutal.
That's what I'm saying. We've shot at him a lot, and there's
So-
still a whole Land Raider.
Here comes the Lance attack.
I want a 3. I am strength 12.
I am toughness 12.
I want a 4. I've already used my reroll to wound for this unit. On
So
one of
you
the
just
pulse
need this
laser
4
shots. So I
organically.
just need a 4 or a command point reroll.
No. Command point goes in the bucket.
Yeah,
No?
it does.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. He wants that 4. He doesn't get it.
There's another command point spent on rolling a 1.
So it is the end of Eldar turn 3, going into Nurgle turn 3. I have lost some money units, but this guy's too fun for me to ever feel like I'm losing.
And too tough as nails.
Neither one of us is anywhere near the other's objectives, which is kind of funny.
And
But
we
it
both have our house just
packed.
locked.
It is time for Nurgle to move in Nurgle turn 3.
Yeah.
My turn 3 is on. A command point goes in the bucket to play Phantasm on the Guardians, because this drone is about to burn that objective down unless he gets some OC on it. Chet has stayed in the middle of the table. He is my defense. These bugs have just fanned out to hold their objective, and depending on how this goes over here, these guys may disappear off the table at the end of the next turn or not. We'll find out. All right, it's 5 OC versus 3 OC, and he'll pull his dead from the back. The only shooting I'm going to have is the Plague Spewers through the windows into the Guardians.
What now?
Well, I'm touching the ruin. I'm up against it.
Man.
Do you want to do that at different?
No, I'm just gonna shoot you back through the window.
Okay, fine.
Whatever.
So first, the only shooting I have, the only thing I'm doing with this turn, is the Plague Spitters into the Guardians, and I really need this to go well. This is the first time I'm using this unit. He just came off the paint table, painted by the Refuser. Plague Spitters hit 10 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Too many times.
Plague Spitters are anti-infantry 2, ignores cover, torrent. Still roll 3 1s though. So there are 7 wounds, and those are at -1 on your Guardians.
That's too many.
Yeah, but it's not enough because you just need to keep the guys by the objective alive and you'll spoil my plans.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anything for that ruin that you're shooting through?
I ignore cover. I have the ignores cover keyword.
Well, there you go. I'll get a 4.
Guardians do not have a 3. You're -1.
I'll get a 5.
5's your Guardians. Oh my God. You do really well. You lose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, but you still have 5 OC on that objective compared to my 3. Bomber. The floated bloat drone is going to charge. And on an 11, he gets in. Here I am. The floated bloat drone is going to hit you with its plague probe. What do you think the plague probe is? How do you think that works?
I don't want to ponder it.
The
In a second.
fetid bloat drone whips out his plague probe. It hits guardians on 3s. No lethal hits, only 2 hits. He's going to wound.
That's my objective, by the way.
I think it is. He's going to wound you on 2s. Those are 2 at -1.
At -1, I want 5s. And I lose a man.
You lose 1 more, but you have 5 OC compared to my 3 OC. It is, in fact, still your objective. Well played.
I'm going to fight back.
Okay.
And they hit you 3 times.
I am toughness 9.
I hit 4 times.
Toughness 9, you win on 6s.
I want 6s. And I'm an elf. Nothing.
So that's how that went. But it's
Valiant try, though.
if I would have taken that objective, I would have just hung back for the rest of the game and said, I'm beating you by 1 objective. But now this has to be dealt with, and that might, because I'm running out of resources too. So in the end of my turn, I'm going to play a command point, and those plague barriers over there are going to peace out.
I feel great about it.
But the Eldar have moved. The
Eldred's going to doom that floated blow drone.
floated blow drone will be doomed on a 5. The grav tank has come over, still trying to pot shot Chet, but Chet's going to live because he's
Chet
brutal.
Manley.
I really like him. We have the Dire Avengers. I want to come take this objective in the next turn and help with the assassination of Chet. Eldred came forward, doomed the blow drone after the Shoemakers ran off. They're like, oh, we're running. Yeah. And so they have 5 OC on that objective. It's still
After
theirs.
the Shoemakers ran away.
The Rangers and the Death Dresser came back into their house. They're like, oh, I feel safe again.
Oh.
The ruin is like my mother's hug. If Eldar hugged their children, you know they don't. And then these guys came over this way. I don't know why. Oh, because they can shoot at the blow drone too.
Yes.
All right, there you go. So now it's time to shoot. Who's starting?
Yeah, we're going to start with Eldred and his unit. 2d6. 6 hits. I want 5s, because I'm strength 5.
Mm-hmm. I'm toughness 9.
Ooh, I actually want 4s.
4s, because I'm doomed.
I'm an elf. That's,
That's
5
brutal.
wounds at -1 for 1 damage each.
5 wounds at -1 is going to be 4s. I take a wound, down to 9.
That wasn't enough. And then the shuriken pistol on Eldred hits. I'm an elf. Oh, I already did that. So nothing.
But he's got a mind war.
His mind war does not hit.
Guardians fell back. Snipers, Dire Avengers boat.
Let's go with Dire Avengers next.
This unit
These ones.
into the footed bloat drone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Too many shots.
Want lethal hit. Just 1.
That's enough.
I'm an elf.
Another hit.
I'm an elf. Just 2 at -1 for 1.
2 at -1 is again 4s. I'm fine.
Jeepers.
Nurgle, man. Nurgle's great. Nurgle is forgiving. Nurgle's an army for new players who can make mistakes and be
That
fine.
other unit of Dire Avengers is going to spray up that blow drone.
Really? You're not shooting at the Great Unclean One?
He'll take shots.
But you can shoot at them with these awesome Dire Avengers. But instead they want to shoot at the floated blow drone.
Just 1 lethal hit. And then I want to get rid of these 1s and 2s.
Because we don't need those 1s and 2s.
Except for this one. That's a hit. And then I want
6s but 5s.
6s but 5s. And just 2 at -1.
4s. Takes another one. Down to 8.
There's a lot of wounds on that guy.
There's only 10. You're taking off 1 wound with each unit.
That's not enough.
Good.
I want 2.
This is the Rangers?
Yes.
On the Foated Bloat drone.
I'm an elf.
Hit damning every time.
And then I want
6s but 5s.
5s.
Rerolling because Illic Night Spear is in the unit.
-1 for 2 damage each.
Let me have some 4s. I take, for 2 damage each, you say?
Yes.
That one hurt. That takes me down to 4.
Illic hits. Wounds. -3 for 3 damage.
All right, let's have -3. It's going to take me to my invulnerable save, which is a 5. I just don't know what just happened.
Did you throw that dice high enough?
Oh, he's be down to 1 wound. What do you have left to shoot?
The Death Gesture.
The Death Gesture still has to shoot, huh? He's also wounding on 5s. He'll hit me 9 times. Wounding on 5s. I'd love it if that thing lived. I'd love it. Fine.
That would be crazy.
Am I really spending this on a 5? I am. Give me a 5. No. Down to 1 wound.
The Death Gesture.
I need the Death Gesture to do badly for the first time ever.
He's going to use his Strand of Fate ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to want to hit you.
Yep, I've seen this.
On 2s.
And he turns that 1, so he's hit me 12 times.
There we go. And then I want 1, 2, 3. Strength 6
Toughness 9.
is 4s. Because you're doomed.
Mm-hmm.
And those are devastating wounds.
That's just him. So much for the drone. I realized far too late that I should have overwatched those Guardians with him. Or actually, now that he's dead, Eldrad. But no, he is now dead. And my army now consists of the Plague Bearers off the table, the Vermin, and the Great Unclean One.
Here comes
The tank, and now I also don't have the command point to play Demonic Invulnerability.
here comes the tank. He
Here we
wants Shuriken Cannon. Oh, 2 explosions. Hits you 4 times.
Toughness 12.
Strength 6 wants 6s. There's a wound. A -1 for 2.
We want to have a 4. And then we want to have force. We take another wound down to 14.
Ooh. Then we want 3 with Pulse Laser. On the elf.
Pulse Laser hits 3 times.
Strength 9
Toughness 12.
is 5s. And I'm an elf. There's a wound at -3 for d6.
On a 4. Hit me with your d6.
4 damage.
I want force. I take 2 more. Down to 12.
Here comes the Bright Lance. I want a 3. I don't get it.
The Bright Lance fails to hit.
How many wounds we got left over there?
12.
Oh my goodness.
Who's going to charge?
He's so brutal.
Anybody going to charge?
I guess we could charge here.
Yes, charge with your Dire Avengers.
That is
It's a great idea.
No, we're not going to.
Get in here.
No, we're not going to.
All right, no charges. So that brings your turn 4 to a close.
Yes.
Beginning of my turn 4, I need to burn down just 1 objective before you do. And that's getting harder and harder to do all the time. My turn 4, yes, I need a command point. Thank you very much. I'm down to 3 units. The Vermin has stayed here. They want to hold this. The Great Unclean One clearly is strong in the river. He can see the Dire Avengers. And we're going to find out what his shooting weapons do. So we'll shoot here, but he clearly can't charge through there. He's too big. So he's holding these objectives and feeling tough. Because half the table is my deployment zone. Half the table is my Shadow of Chaos. So I got to drop the Plague Bearers within 6 inches of the Guardians. And if I don't roll a 5, that's going to be awesome. But now we're into the shooting phase. The only guns in my army are on this man. He has 2 weapons to shoot with. His Plague Flail, represented by the beautiful balloons, and his Putrid Vomit, which I'm sure is festering in his guts right now.
Wait, his Plague Flail has a ranged attack?
Yes, it is a ranged attack.
Oh, it is a ranged.
So the Plague Flail gets d6 plus 1. So that is 4 attacks. The Plague Flail is going to hit you on 3s. Just 2 hits. At strength 7, it's going to wound you on 2s. There's 2 wounds at -2 for 2 damage.
Ooh. -2 for 2 damage. Let's go. Dire Avengers.
Brave Dire Avengers.
A 5-up bin won't save, so I'm going to use 1.
1 is saved with the invulnerable save. But 1 has to lead the game.
And we're going to come...
Because we love our Dire Avengers.
I do.
You
got
have
more
to
to shoot, right?
I do. I have a flamer attack hitting you.
All right, we'll take 1.
We've lost a Dire Avenger. Now, the Putrid Vomit. D6 plus 3 hits. So just 4 hits. And now I rolled a wound 3s. There are 2 wounds at AP 2 for 1 damage.
AP 2, I want Mother 11 5s.
We lose 2 more Dire Avengers.
Lame. Ugh.
Now, the charge is really important. I need a 6-inch charge out of those Plague Bearers.
I'm Overwatch.
But here comes the Overwatch first from the Guardians.
No, from the Death Dresser.
Is he in range?
Totally.
That building is obscuring.
Is it?
It's an obscuring ruin.
That's lame. Well, I guess from the Guardians.
From the Guardians. Overwatch.
2 hits.
Toughness 5.
No wounds.
All right. I'm in desperate need of a 6 or better. I get that 6. It's enough. What has happened here is because of how tight the ruin is, I can only get 4 Plague Bearers and Lord Tralfaz into this combat with 5 Guardians. But let's go. Plague Bearers hit on 3s.
Lightning fast reactions.
Plague Bearers hit on 4s.
Didn't save me yet.
So there are 4 wounds on your Guardians. Those are AP 1.
I lose 3.
All right, and then Lord Tralfaz himself, the Poxbringer, hits on 3s. Those are lethal hits. He wounds on a 3, and those are -2 for 2.
And that's this way.
All right, there's progress. And I believe those Plague Bearers are going to die, but I have the objective. And at the end of my turn, I want to burn it down. So now I am in the lead, but I'm running out of models. But the Eldar have to come get an objective. And we go into Eldar turn 5 of what could be 7. Let's go Eldar. So in older editions, a model couldn't hold more than 1 objective marker. But we're in 10th edition now. And so they're all about OC. And so I'm within 3 of this one and 3 of that one. So I'm 5 OC here and 5 OC here. But in the new edition, like if you're playing Leviathan, you can't put the objectives so close together. And so this is just a kooky consequence of one of our games.
Yeah.
So we're going to roll a dice. And on a 1, 2, or 3, I can only hold 1. And then we'll have to roll again to see if I choose it or if we do it randomly. And on a 4, 5, or 6, we just ignore it and I have both those objectives. That is a 1. So I have consequences here. So roll the dice again. On a 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to choose. And on 4, 5, or 6, it's random. Roll a dice again and tell me.
Well, you roll the dice.
Okay. On a 1, 2, or 3, he controls this one. And on a 4, 5, or 6, he controls that one. 1, 2, or 3, he controls this one. That one, no one controls. And the tank is up here. And that's how that was. And I think that's fair, right?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with that too. So this objective over here, the Great Unclean one looks like he's on it, but he's not. Because we think...
He's facing this way, He's not looking at that one.
The dice gods say he can only hold 1 today. Maybe it'll be different next time.
Maybe.
So now you've moved?
I have, yeah. I'm going to shoot.
Okay, so we have the Wizards Conclave here. The 2 very brave Dire Avengers, are they battle shocked? Snake Eyes, they are indeed battle shock.
They are. So they're OC 0.
But the Wizards came forward. The snipers are still in the game. These Dire Avengers, I have a feeling that this part of the table is going this way, and this part of the table is going this way. Am I wrong?
No, you pretty much nailed it.
By the way, the head of hair on you, you look great. You look like you could either bomb a building or go to Woodstock.
I didn't put a hat on today.
Who do you want to start with?
We're going to go with the Death Jester at the Plague Bearers.
Okay. You're very fast. I want to play Demonic Invulnerability there. We've hit, again, this is 12 hits from the Death Jester.
It's not 12.
It's only 8?
It's 9.
9. 9 hits from the Death, because he's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
6 wants 3s. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. On a 2, not a 1, your Chet Manley is doomed. Chet Manley's doomed.
I am doomed indeed.
So over here, we want strength 6, toughness 5 is 3s. And I'm an elf. And those are going to be 3, 6, 7 at -1 for 2 damage each.
It's 5s. And no 1s to re-roll. So 3, 4, 5 of them just die, just like that. And that Death Jester, again, he's too much. You're with me on that, right? I know you're enjoying it, and it's fun, and that's cool. But, and also, I don't blame you for using the heck out of him, because why would you? He's cool looking.
He's
and his
super cute.
rules are fantastic.
I had to paint him.
But he's just too much. Like, every turn, he's just stacking bodies. We got to start keeping track. I'll put a kill count on him sometime soon.
He's so cute. The Rangers themselves.
Into the Plague Bearers.
Yes.
10 shots from the Rangers.
2. I'm an elf. And then I want
5s.
5s.
Just 3 of them?
-1 for 2 damage each.
All right, I have to go to my dice side of the table. We want 5s. None of them. Can you pull the 3 closest to you? Yeah, I got to keep Tralfaz in cohesion, and he's in the church. Oh, Plague Bearers are dying left and right.
Illic.
There's more. Is he going straight on Tralfaz?
Yeah. Hits on a 2. Wounds on strength 6,
Toughness
5.
5.
Is it 3? I'm an elf. There's a wound at -3 for 3 damage.
All right, -3. He has his own feel no pain. -3. There's 3 of them?
Yeah, no, it's 3 damage, so yeah.
Just 1 hit, though.
1 hit.
I want a 5?
3 for 3.
Don't get the 5, but he has a 5 up feel no pain for being Lord Tralfaz. He takes a wound on his own cute self, taking him down to 4 wounds left. Dire Avengers spraying into the house.
1 lethal hit. I'm an elf. 5s. I'm an elf. At -1 for 1 damage.
At -1, there's 4 of them.
Yep.
5s. And these are 1 damage each.
Yep.
But the unit doesn't have a feel no pain. So you can take the next Plague Bearer.
Eldred. Has a Mind War attack.
Okay.
Are you a character?
Let's see here. I feel like I should be. Character, for sure.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna hit you on a 2. I hit you.
Of course he's a character. He's Chet.
I want to be anti-character 4. There's a wound at -2 for D6.
Give me a 4 from vulnerable save. I'm fine.
Ah!
What else you got?
The Flamers off the Wizards. 5?
5 hits. You're going to win me on 6s.
But 5s.
But 5s because I'm doomed.
Look at that.
4 wounds.
-1 each.
We are looking for 4s. And again, we're looking for 4s. I take 3 wounds, though, from the Wizards, who continue to produce. Down to 9. I'm below half strength. And we'll soon go into a bracket if you take a couple more wounds off. He and his
So
brackets.
you'll have to take a battle shock test, right?
He'll have to take a battle shock test. But his leadership is 6. And then he is, when he's under 7 wounds, he's -1 to hit.
I want the Dire Avengers are going to shoot him.
Dire Avengers
They
in
want
the
to hit him
chat.
on 3s. Lethal hits.
Lethal hits. None of those.
I'm sorry. This was a 3. But I wanted to... These are hits. I'm an elf.
There's your lethal hit.
There's your lethal hit. I want 5s. There's a 2 at -1.
4s and a 4. He's fine. Come on, Tank. Let's have it.
Come on, Tank. Let's see what you got. Here's the shuriken cannon. Hits, I'm an elf. Hits 3 times. I want 5s. -1 for 2 damage each. Strength 6, toughness 12 is 5. Yeah, so nothing.
Nothing.
And then I want the pulse laser.
Pulse laser into Chet.
On 3.
Look at it spin. Look at it spin. Look at it spin. Because it wanted to be a 6.
There's 3 hits.
Toughness
Strength
12.
9, toughness 12.
4s.
5s, but it's 4s.
Because I'm doomed.
There's
3
3
wounds.
wounds. -3 for d6.
You pumped up.
Hold on.
Oh, I see you being pumped up.
Pulse lasers are -2.
Pulse lasers are -2. It's all 4 up and vulnerable save. And I make all 3 of them. A second ago, I saw you pump that fist like, I got it. It's mine. But no.
I threw those 3 dice, right? That would have been the damage.
Oh, that's hysterical. But instead, he's just
Can you make
fine.
16, 4 up, feel no pain.
I like to think the pulse laser went thunk, 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 and he opened his mouth and went chomp, 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 and just ate it all up. Hit me with that lance.
Here comes the lance. He hits. I'm strength 12.
I'm toughness 12, so it's 3s. Because I'm doomed.
There's a wound. Minus awesome. Hold on.
It's a 4 up and vulnerable save.
It is.
4. Oh, I'm gonna spend a command point. No, hit me with your damage.
D6 plus 2. 7 wounds.
The endless gift gives me a 4 up, feel no pain. 1, 2, 3, 4 more, taking me down to 5 wounds left.
Oh, that great unclean one is.
He's awesome, and I love him. And I don't know if I'm winning this game or not, but I've really enjoyed playing it. Do you have any charges?
The tank is going to charge your nerdlings back there. Or your bugs.
The bugs?
Yeah.
Roll something good, you're on a cliff. 8, I'm sure, is going to do it. That's funny. You're funny. You're the funny puss. Go ahead and kill 3 bugs a turn. It's going to be fine. Get stuck in somewhere.
I don't have to get stuck in. Here, OC0.
But I should be more than 3 inches away from that objective. We're dying to know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm on there.
You are on there. That is a fact. Well, the bugs are going to have to kill you. We're going to fight down to a draw. It's going to be great.
You're OC0.
I know, but you'll have 1 objective. I'll have 1 objective, and the game could end after this.
That's true. I want to hit you with my hull on 3s. Or on 4s, excuse me. 1 hit. Oh, but I'm an elf. 1 hit.
Toughness 2. Oh, you're -1 to hit, by the way, but we've forgotten that.
And I'm an elf. The strength 6.
Toughness 2.
That's a wound.
It's going to be this guy way up here on the hill. You died. I think fighting back with the vermin isn't really worth the time. I can do it if you really want me to.
They're your bugs, man. I'm not going to.
I'm going to hit you twice with each one. I will hit on 4s and wound on 6s. All right, lethal hits, though. All right, we're going to try. All right. 9 bugs get in. The rest couldn't make it into the combat. 9 bugs get in. And then bugs are going to hit your boat on 4s. And 6s are lethal hits. So we do get 3 lethal hits there. And then we got to get rid of these misses. And then these wound on 6s. Make 4 saves from bugs.
Bugs do a wound.
You know, there was one of them flew into your engine.
Bugs tied that combat?
It's still your objective, though. You are that 1 millimeter in, and you can pull that if you want, because a bug, a mutoid vermin, is in fact OC0.
I am OC3.
Well, there you go. The game is tied. Going into my turn 5 could end here. I didn't move. If the game ends on turn 5, it's going to end in a tie. It could go to 7, and the Eldar are here and here. They may as well be on the moon. But this man here could be on either of these objectives in a turn, and we've already established that he can't hold both. But for his turn, he's going to kill these Dire Avengers because it's going to be fun. And first, he's going to hit you with the Plague Flail, D6 plus 1. So it's 4 shots. The Plague Flail wants to hit you on 3s.
The flail.
Just twice. Gonna wound you on 2s. There's 2 wounds at -2 for 2 damage on those Dire Avengers on the bridge.
2?
At -2. And I still have to puke on them. So you...
Ignore cover.
This one does not ignore cover. The next one ignores cover.
So -2 will still leave me with a 5.
Yeah.
With the rage.
There you go. Because they wanted to get vomited on. Plague Vomit
I don't know if that's how I'd put it.
is going to be 5 plus 3 hits. Plague Vomit is going to wound you on 3s. Those ignore cover, and those are -2 for 1 damage each.
6s. They're dead.
All right. However, that is the end of my turn 5. The game is scored. 1 objective for you, 1 objective for me. Does the game go on to a turn 6 on a 4 or a 3 or better? Should I roll it? On a 1 or 2, the game ends. The game goes on to turn 6, Eldar.
I beat the lunatic cultist. Sorry, Dad.
But the world of Terraria is going on strong. Eldar turn 6. Eldar have completed their movement phase. This man fell out, but he fell out like he was going to shoot at somebody.
2 command points are going in the bucket for fire and fade.
So he can fall back and shoot?
Yep.
The Falcon is fire and faded. The Warlocks and Eldrad. You knew it had to be Eldrad. Oh, that's so cool. You knew it had to be Eldrad.
On not a 2, he's doomed. Or not a 1, I mean.
Yeah, the Great Unclean One is doomed by Eldrad. These Dire Avengers, it looked like they didn't go anywhere.
They just wheeled around the house a little bit more.
All right, and then the Rangers. So I assume that all of this is going into the house.
Yeah.
These units are looking to finish the Unclean One,
Yes.
and you're looking to call it an Eldar victory.
Yes. So let's start with these guys into the house. Here goes.
Okay, wait. Overwatch. We're gonna start with the Plague Flail. You're like, oh, that's disgusting. I'm like, yes, it is. The Plague Flail is D6 plus 1 shots, so it'll have 6, but it needs 6s. Just 1. It is strength 7. It wants that, and that's AP 2 for 2 damage.
4 up.
All right, then Putrid Vomit. We'll get 6 hits that are going to wound on 3s. Those are all -2. Ignore cover for 1 damage. Yes.
I want 4 up invo.
You do well.
Take 1 damage.
That's rock solid. Because so as much as I'm loving the Great Unclean One, this is hero stuff. This is Eldrad's time. Eldrad, I love it when Eldrad ends up in the middle of the table. Here I am, I'm Eldrad. Who else? Who else do we have that's going to come walk up to the Great Unclean One? A shield captain or Eldrad?
Death Jester's going to shoot at the plague.
Oh no. Yes.
And I'm going to treat that as a 6. So that's going to be
Exploding 6s.
4, 5, 6 hits.
Here we go. And toughness 5.
Strength 6. Want 3s. I am an elf. These 2 are devastating.
There's 2 damage each?
-1 for 2 each. And then these 2 are -1 for 2 each.
All right, the devastating. The first one kills the Plague Bearer. The second one puts Tralfaz down to 2 wounds. And then Tralfaz needs to save those on 5s. And 2 more wounds go through. That is the end of Lord Tralfaz. Eldrad into the Great Unclean One.
The Flamer guys.
I'm going to spend my last command point on Demonic Invulnerability.
The Flamer guys.
Hit 5 times. Command point goes in the bucket. Hit 9 times. That is better. Wounding on, what was it? It's 5s?
Strength 5. Toughness
12. So
wants
it's 5s.
5s. Because you are doomed. And I am an elf.
I see a couple.
So that's going to be 4 at -1 for 1 damage each.
First we want 4s.
Yes.
And then again we want 4s. Take a wound.
Wound, huh?
Down to 4.
Eldrad, he's going to crump you.
Let's have it, Eldrad. That's the pistol?
Yep, hits.
No wound, but here comes the Mind War.
Wants 2. Hits.
That's a 4.
Anti-character 4. Does that improve to a 3? Because you're doomed?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
The psychic phases are just guns now.
There's a wound at -2 for D6.
It's a 4-up invulnerable save right there.
tank. Shuriken cannon. Hits 2 times. Once, 5s. 1 wound at -1 for 2 damage.
1 wound at -1. It's still a 4 up and vulnerable save that I don't make, but 2 damage is 4s. And then he's fine.
I want the pulse laser to hit you.
Yes, he's going to eat it again. Num, num, num. There's that fist pump again. He wants it.
Strength 9
Toughness 12.
is 4s.
It's 4s.
Introduced.
2 wounds.
I'm an elf.
2 wounds.
At -2 for D6.
4s. Hit me with your D6. 4s.
And then the Bright Lance.
Here it comes. Here's the last one.
I want a 3.
Hits.
Strength 12.
Toughness 12.
Want a 3. At minus.
Mine is great, but it's still a 4 up and vulnerable save.
Yep.
4. 2. I don't have a command point. Hit me with your damage.
D6 plus 2.
5. 4s. He takes 3. He's down to 1 wound left.
We're going to charge him.
Yes, you are.
We're going to charge him.
Here comes these brave wizards, heroes of the craft world, into the Great Unclean One. And it looks like 7 does it. You're in. 7 does it.
7 does it.
7 does it. They say, this is our objective, you monster. Get in there. Oh, it's so cool. You better kill him.
No, I don't think we're going to.
You just got to do 1 wound. You're Eldrad. You're Eldrad. Of course, your weapons are all anti-infantry, aren't they?
And that's why I don't think we're going to.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I mean, you left us no choice.
It's so good.
You have 1 wound left.
He's so cool.
We have to kill you. He's so cool.
He's so cool.
We're going to start with the Warlocks.
Warlocks and Eldrad into the Great Unclean One.
I want 3s.
Hits every time. I'm toughness 12,
I'm strength 3. But you're doomed.
so it's 5s.
It's 5. And I'm going to save it.
Okay, here we go.
That's 2 damage.
First I want a 4. I'm fine.
Here comes Eldred.
It had to be Eldrad. Eldrad himself will
That's why
win
we
the
saved
day.
him. We got 3 attacks coming off Eldred.
Mm-hmm.
3 hits.
Okay.
I am anti-infantry 2.
I'm not infantry.
I'm strength 5.
I'm toughness 12.
So that's going to be 5s.
5s.
And I am an elf.
All right, so here it is.
-1 for 2 damage.
It's a 4-up invulnerable save. For how many damage?
2 damage.
4. There it goes through.
Come on.
But
Come on.
4s. Oh, Chet has
Explodes,
been.
first of all.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
First of all, he.
Yeah, let's get
totally is-
rid of you.
Yeah.
Deadly Demise D6. I didn't roll the 6, so never mind. This has been fantastic. And I'm sorry this loses me the game right here. Because now they control the objective. At the end of their phase, the Warlocks get rid of this. And now we go into my turn 6, which has just these bugs left on the table. They're not doing a thing. And so we roll a dice to see if we go to turn 7. We do. The Eldar walk over to that objective, burn that down too, end up winning 3-1 with a very fun game. I actually won because I had so much more fun than you did.
That Great Unclean One is the most fun.
He was a gas. And if I flush this army out, like if I bring all the Death Guard and Chaos or just get more demons, it'll get better. The limitation on units suffers.
The bloat drone was tough.
He was great. Yeah, you did a good job protecting your men against him. I had a hard time getting him in. And the Phantasm move over to get the OC on that early was a good move too. Because if I could have done it then, I could have used the Plague Bearers for something else, like this over here, this has just been unprotected all game, but I couldn't get there. I feel like I bumbled the Beast to Nurgle. That was not the best move.
They had to go.
Whatever. What a fun, groovy, wonderful game.
I mean, I understand why you have so much confidence in them. That rule is high. Like, where if you don't kill them in one phase, there they are.
You want to talk about hot rules? This guy. This guy's rules are absurd. Is he your player of the game again?
I think so. So his rules are just okay, and then I put that enhancement on him, and I use my Strand of Fate roll with him every turn. You know, I burn all of my 6s. Like instead of using him on saves, I put a lot of resources into him to make him great.
He's good enough though, because he's been your player of the game every game that you've put him on the table. And I'm sick of him, but I don't have an answer
He
for
just
him
sits
yet.
in the tower and assassins.
When we play Space Marine soon, I'm going to put the Kalidas Assassin right into him. I'm going to cut his throat turn 2. And it's going to feel real good. It's going to feel real good. Because I think she still deep strikes close. Do I have a player of the game? My player of the game is clearly Chet.
Oh my gosh.
Chet was too much fun. And I love him. And
What's his actual?
He's just Chet.
Just Chet? No,
He's Chet the Greater
Chet
Queen.
Manly.
You go ahead and do that. I will not make decisions for the Refuser's army. Although
But when we
she's,
see him roaming around, we know.
if I feel like the Refuser has become more of a hobbyist and less of a player, which is okay because I'm getting a Nurgle Demon army out of it.
Yeah.
And the Nurgle Demons are a lot of fun.
Speaking of your Nurgle Demon, let's see how he does against that knight.